chastise him about it, and then eventually either get dumped or he's going to continue to cheat on me and just lie. So that's just the reality. So there are serious negative consequences to dealing with guys that you want that are very attractive, that have money. NBA players, athletes, celebrities, guys that self-made millionaires, entrepreneurs. If he makes money and is attractive, other girls are going to want him, and trust me, he's going to fuck those other girls.
Yep,
I think girls just have to be comfortable with the fact that they're going to have to share their man sexually, but you're going to have his heart as his main chick.
Yeah, you gotta be really confident.
That's not enough though, right? Doesn't that feel like settling? I don't know.
That's the thing.
That is
But Brenda, listen, sweetheart, like, baby, you want the perfect guy, but you're not the perfect girl.
I hear that, but I mean, I'm not even asking for the perfect guy, right? I'm asking for a guy to be faithful to me, it seems like that's a fairy tale these days.
You got to lower your standards then.
Yeah, I know, that's sad.
I gotta say, it's hard with.
It's not sad. It's reality. You guys been
realistic.
You've been sold a lie. You like it's not. Dude. Like some of the girls that I've had like the best relationships with, they're not like super hot girls. Usually the hottest girls I fuck are like the most largest pieces of shit. Like they're just like so entitled, and they think the thing is this, right? The average girl thinks just because she can get on Bumble and swipe right and get a bunch of matches, or there are a bunch of dudes in the DM, they think like every guy hitting them up is like their perfect guy. Like they just have to go into like the database of perfect guys, and then this guy will make me perfectly happy, and this guy will make me perfectly happy. But it's like, one, that guy definitely has problems. Two, just because a guy wants to fuck you, that's really not an accomplishment, because we'll pretty much fuck anything.
I was just gonna say,
right? Feel like
it's
you
not
just
an
said big
accomplishment.
pieces of shit, and you still is fucking him. So that pretty much,
you know what I'm saying. And then to top it off, like the real value is like if a guy has sex with you, and then he wants to keep you around. That's when you're like, okay, so this guy actually likes me for something beyond my vagina.
What if it's just for a possession, so he can keep coming back to fuck you?
They like having a roster.
Because they do that.
Right, but eventually, and then the next level is the girls who like stick with him the longest. Then he sees like, we say the cream rises to the top. You know what I mean? That's what I would. But that's the dating market you girls created. Because you flooded the market with pussy.
The more you put, up with him doing these things, like there's a reward, sadly, of him keeping you around.
So here's the thing: you mentioned earlier a roster, right? So let's bring this to sports, right? If you look at a championship NBA team, they have a roster, correct? They have a team, okay? That's how they win. They have a team. You can't just do it by yourself. Now, if you want to be the only star player of your team, guess what's going to happen? Y'all are going to be trash. Be like the Celtics in the early 2000s. Garbage, right? But winners have to come together to win the championship. And unfortunately, when you deal with a guy that is extremely higher status, rare to come by, etc., you're going to have to understand that you're going to have to play on a roster. You just got to make sure that you're the LeBron of the team. You're the main player. You're the one that has a direct access to the coach. You're the one that can influence things. You're the ones that can have the players play around you, and you're the heart of the offense. That's how it's got to be. But women don't like that, because women are put in this world now in the West where they're special, they're sugar and spice, everything nice, they're princesses, whatever. Not to pick on you guys, but a lot of women are raised with this mentality that they're extremely special and no one can beat them. And I'm here to tell you guys, whether women want to accept it or not, you guys must compete. And you might have to share a spot on a team with other women that you might not necessarily like. But to get that championship ring, what's going to have to happen? And you want to be the main girl? To be the MVP, you're going to have to be the star player, have that line with the coach, and be the heart of the offense. And once a woman can understand her position on a championship team, that's how you win the championships.
Wait.
But that's their standards, though. So that's speaking directly to your standards as far as the type of man that you want, because why?
Why what?
I don't want to have to
Why
compete.
would any woman have to compete?
Right. Actually, you know what the thing is? Actually, I don't mind like a healthy competition.
Like, what if it's a basic guy?
But men have to compete for
I
women.
don't mind a healthy competition, but what I don't like about it is that there's no reward. Like, even if you win, you don't win, because he's still...
No, you do, because remember, these other girls he's just smashing, you have his last name, you have a ring.
But you can still smash them.
But I don't like my guys smashing other girls.
Well, then you're going to have to lower your standards.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's a big problem,
Standards.
right? You don't lower your standards. So the guy that'll actually give you all that and maybe be faithful to you, let's say maybe, hopefully he is going to be below your standards. That means that the average working guy that's not making six figures or about to, or even close or below that, you can give him a shot, but you don't want to. So whose fault is that? It's your choice.
You know what? You make up a good point, right?
Yeah.
Because I would have to. You're saying I'd lower my standards somewhere else. Like if I'm not willing to have him not smashing other girls, then maybe you need to date a guy that makes less money or less attractive.
Right.
You're saying we can't have it all.
Which is why I'm
can't.
saying either crying a Toyota or a Rolls Royce.
Or
You got a choice to make.
profession.
It's just that we lie to women, right? And we tell them they can have it all. We tell them that they don't got to play a position on the team. We tell them that you could be the star player and still win an NBA championship by yourself. Rarely does that happen. Does it happen? Yes. There been championship teams that had one star player, you know, maybe in the 60s with the Bucks, right? Oscar Robertson. But in general, you ain't gonna, or maybe did he even win? I don't even know if he won. But he was an all-star player, right? Triple doubles. The point I'm trying to make is that if you want to be with a top-tier guy, a winner, you're going to have to be on a winning team. He's going to have other girls. You just have to make sure you're the star player. It's just that women don't want to do that. They want to be the star of the team. You could be the star of the team, but you're going to have to play for a shitty team that's going to lose. You might not even make the playoffs.
Look, you might not like it, right? But here's the thing. Like, for example, we as men, we don't like all the time working on ourselves, hitting the gym, making money, but we know that's what women want, or, you know, makes them comfortable to an aspect. So for you personally, like, if you don't acquiesce to what's going on in the current dating market, let's say you're 30 now, 35 with cats and dogs, like, is that what you really want? I'm just
28.
giving it back. Like, it happens.
She got
And
time.
added 10 years on my age, child.
Yeah, we lie to women all the time, and there's a bunch of propaganda and reasons why I think we lie to women. Women are consumers. Women are easier to sell to.
Yeah.
We can sell a dream to women far easier. You know, if we tell them, hey, go to school, get a degree, make money, become successful, etc., you're going to derive pleasure from purchasing things versus having a family. You know, women are going to buy into that. Oh, you mean I can have it all? Yeah. And then they become older, and then they realize, damn, why don't these guys want me? Whatever. It's because we don't teach women to really how to be women. We teach women how to be kind of defunct men, so to speak. And I'm not saying that to attack any of you that have a career, but all I'm saying is that I just want women to know that your career does not make you sexier. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's the equivalent.
A girl with a job is a burden in my life.
Damn.
I'm just like, I don't care what
Wait.
you're
A
fucking...
job
A
or
girl with
career?
a job is a
I don't
burden?
know
I
how
was gonna say,
career.
She can't work.
No, like,
Wait, John.
so here's the deal.
Career ladies.
So here's the deal, right? For me, if a girl at any point starts putting her career and her job ahead of me, my needs, and the relationship, and I'm showing her commitment, financial, emotional, you know, her fucking dog dies and she has to sit and cry with me for like 5
Connection,
hours,
period.
you know, like, you know, I deserve some fucking priority above your employer, who basically is modern day slavery,
For
because
sure.
you're working your ass off to make a corporation richer. That's why they pay you a salary,
That's true.
because you're generating more money than your current salary. Otherwise, they wouldn't be hiring you.
What if it's her own business?
Yeah, what if she works for herself?
What if she's
I don't
she's
think
What if
those
she has
kinda-
good balance?
I don't date those kind of girls.
You don't date entrepreneur women.
They're busy 24/7.
they are.
No,
No.
I'm a fucking entrepreneur.
No.
We don't need two
Chris said,
entrepreneurs.
what?
You know,
No,
some
really.
guys can. I don't know. I when I date a girl, all right, and I don't do this shit like fucking simp or like try to like earn brownie points with any of you here. I really don't give a fuck. But for real, when I date a girl, I take care of everything. Like when we go out to dinner,
Yeah.
I pay for it.
Okay.
I handle the Uber. I'll buy her Lululemon, make sure she's going to the gym and looking sexy for me. But those come with terms. You know, those come with terms.
Yes.
So you can't be fucking DMing any old dude you want to. You can't be texting other guys when you're in a
Is
relationship.
this in a relationship?
Yes.
Not just okay.
No, I don't do this with just fucking any old straggler. You know, like no, like but like a girl that I'm like, okay, you're beyond a hookup.
You're
You know
mine.
what I mean?
I agree.
And so I demand those kind of things, because what I'm bringing to the table, right? It most like literally 99% of guys cannot bring to the table what I bring to the table.
Mhm.
And that's just financially. I'm not even talking about emotionally and connection wise and being able to be there for her and all that shit, and bringing out her femininity and teaching her how to be a better woman as well. Because a lot of guys, the thing is this, right? For guys like me, I could bring the best out of woman. I could teach her how to be more nurturing. I could teach her how to get into touch with her feminine side. But a woman can't like bring the man out of a man.
Mm-mm.
She can't be like, oh, you know, just man up, baby. Like, you know, she's gonna be like, God, this guy's a pussy. I'm gonna fucking leave.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your job or whatever. Like, say you're sick, whatever. Like, okay, if you lose your job, whatever, like, I can take care of you. You know what I mean?
So technically, women have to compete to be with you.
Men have to compete to be with women.
No,
Dude.
but I'm saying as far as like your standard, because now that we hear that this is something as far as on how you feel.
Right.
For any woman that would want to date you,
Right.
they would basically be in the same category as he was referring to as far as with her standards as competing.
Right. Well, they'd have to compete to stay with me for sure. And it's just like you.
Wait, how are you competing to stay with you if you're only with one person?
No, I'm trying to say, like, because other women are still going to come at me.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Just like how if you're just dating a regular guy, right? Or you're dating a super high value guy, other guys are going to continue to hit on you until you're like probably 50. You know?
Even after that.
And
Makes sense.
and guys have to fucking live with that.
Here's the other thing too. I don't know what it is. Like women get really mad when I say you got to compete. All women have to compete, whether you guys know it or not, whether you acknowledge it or you don't. Like, you know, kind of like a lot of women like to live in like, I don't compete with nobody. I have no competition. They live in this like blissful, stupid reality. You know, and that's just crazy to me because it's like everyone competes.
Yeah.
That's
And
what dating
the
is.
higher status the man that you're chasing, right? The more you have to compete, the more overt it becomes in front of you that I have to compete for this guy because you're going to go to the club, you're going to go to the party, you're going to see other women looking at him, you're going to see other women want to be with him, you're going to see potentially girls texting him or DMs, whatever it is. It's just that a lot of girls kind of live in blissful ignorance that, oh, I don't know that I'm competing, but the reality is you are competing. It's just that women don't like to hear that.
Yeah.
Men compete, women have to compete too. And I'll argue with you guys that your game is actually a little bit harder to find the man that you want. To find a man is easy, but to find a man that you actually want, admire, and desire and want to be with, that's hard.
I mean, we all have we all live in fairy tale world. Majority of women live in a fairy tale world when it comes to having their ideal relationship, marriage, and everything. So,
and we could crush some of your guys' dreams. We actually have a calculator that calculates how prevalent the guy is that you want. We can describe your dream man.
You said it earlier, and I was like, I need to take this.
When you said that, I didn't say
we got a new calculator.
I was like, I need to see this calculator.
Put my